What's going on, guys? It's Samurai, and we are back once again to check out Wagakki Band. And man, that first reaction was incredible. Once again, Japan just killing it, man. Every single band I've checked out from Japan has been incredible. And they just have a lot of talent, man, honestly. When it comes to rock, jazz, neo, soul, they're just killing it, man. Funk, right? Tokyo Groove Joshi. It's so much great talent coming out of Japan, man. And as you guys know, I am a huge Japan fan of the culture, of the food, of the language, of the music now, anime, all that stuff, right? So, I do really like Japan as a whole. So this, of course, was the most requested one from the last video I did, and so we're gonna go ahead and check this out. This is Senbonzakura, Manatsu no Dai Shinenkai at Yokohama Arena. Hopefully my pronunciation wasn't too bad. I've taken a couple semesters of Japanese before, so it's not terrible, but it's not great at all, right? So let's go ahead and hop right into this, man. I'm excited because I know you guys said that they do a lot of different things, right? So it's not just the same sound that I heard from the first reaction. So I'm really excited for this. Oh wow, okay. Nice light show. Holy shit. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Shamisen, I caught that. Wow. Love the energy, man. You know what blows my mind whenever I watch these Japanese performances? It's the crowd and how still and how respectful and how quiet they are. It's insane. You will never see that over here in the States, ever. It's such a different culture when it comes to, obviously when it comes to a lot of things, but when it comes to live performances, the crowd is so much more respectful, and they're really just paying attention to the music. They're not going crazy and going wild. And I am definitely, I can be that kind of guy, right? Just get wild and have a good time. I think there's, I think there's something to be said about that as well, because then you're really, you're feeding the artist the energy and they're feeding you back. So it's this kind of interaction of energy, which I really enjoy. But obviously that takes a certain level of music, or that definitely takes a certain type of music with a certain type of intensity for it to be appropriate, right? So I'm not saying I'm doing that at every show or every concert, but something like this, right? If they were to come here and perform that same song, the crowd would be going pretty crazy. But then, you see the Japanese crowd, and it's just crazy, man. It's just something that I notice, and it's a big, cultural difference there as far as live performances go. But I really like that they're so respectful. But the band's energy was phenomenal here, right? They have such a stage presence, but they don't have really I'm not getting an image out of them. Cause the other bands I feel like that I've reacted to, they'll either have the maid dresses, the all white, kind of stuff going, and they all kind of coordinate their outfits with each other, right? Whereas them, I'm not really getting that vibe, because some people are, I think maybe the guitarist, right, the drummer I saw, they're a little bit more casual. In a little bit more casual attire, whereas the singer, she has on traditional Japanese clothing, even the hair. So I like that. It's pretty cool. They're not all wearing the same type of thing. They all are just showing their personalities or whatever through their attire and what they're wearing, and I find that cool, man, because they're just kind of doing their own thing. But when they get on stage and they perform, you can see that this is a tight band, and they're a really tight band, which is crazy because they have, 7 people? So, the more people you add to a band, the harder it is to keep a really tight sound, but they managed to do that perfectly. The light show, incredible, with the Sakura petals kind of just floating around. Her enthusiasm on stage and the way she sings and interacts with the crowd, and how the band comes together at certain points, right, when they all kind of join together at the center. I thought that was so awesome, man. But let me pull up the comments here so I, remember all the, the flute instrument and their names and stuff. Okay, so a couple things that are different on this time around. By the way, I know last time I mistook the bass player for a woman, and it is a guy, so I apologize about that. But he did an incredible job here. The guitarist Machia is not playing that very long baritone guitar with 29 frets. This one looked like a standard guitar. I don't know, it might be maybe a little bit longer scale length, but it looked pretty normal, right? And the shakuhachi, that bamboo flute played by Daisuke Kaminaga. I love that guy, man. I love his energy. I love how he just moves, because flute players, right, are generally very still. They're generally, either sitting down or standing up, but they're in one space the whole time. They're not doing any showmanship, any acrobatics, anything crazy. This guy said, forget all that. And maybe that is the normal performance for the shakuhachi. So maybe that is very typical for shakuhachi performance. I'm not sure. You guys, again, can educate me down below, and I always appreciate that. But his energy on stage and the way he moves around and he jumps around and he uses his foot to play, to I guess muffle the sound hold. I don't know. It's just awesome, man. It's just awesome. And Beni Ninagawa plays the Tsugaru shamisen. So I didn't know there were different shamisen classifications, but that makes sense because they have any instrument that you go into, they have different categories of them, right? So this one, I guess, is the largest one, thickest one, and gives you the biggest sound. It's incredible. I, again, love the shamisen, and she is just phenomenal. I love how they started out full blast, right into it with the shamisen already going crazy, and then the singing joined in, and the energy was just there from the get-go, right? And I really like that. And again, reminds me of One Piece's Wano. I don't know how many of you guys are One Piece fans, but that's just what I can relate it to because it's what I'm most familiar with, right? So, it's just such an awesome, unique sound, right? The Kodo player is Kyoshi Ibukuro. Plays a 25-string Kodo. I actually saw two on this one. I saw two Kodos there. I don't know if they're tuned differently, if they're different sizes. They didn't look different sizes, but I didn't get a good glimpse of them. But again, just phenomenal, man. I'm not gonna name everyone, but I just think this band is very awesome. The energy is dope. The way they just translate their music to the audience, I think is phenomenal. So I'm excited to do some deep diving into this band, get to know them better, get to know their catalog. As always, you guys will let me know down below what else to react to, and I'll be glad to get to it, man. But this is awesome. This is awesome. And her singing is just phenomenal. Fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed, man. I certainly did. Had a great time. Don't forget to hit that like down below. And also, only 4% of you guys are subscribed to the channel. So please make sure you scroll down and hit that red button down below. It means a lot. And lastly, if you want to support the channel a little bit further, you can go check out my Patreon and see what I have to offer there. But I guess I'll catch you guys next time. This has been Samurai. Arigato and sayonara.